so it is not necessary that every thing written in the book is important. But what is important can differ from how we read a book. According to the author, synchronous reading is the highest level of reading multiple books on the same topic, and it involves understanding the relation between them. To master the art of reading, ask yourself some questions as you read any book, and think about the answers to these questions. Are you one of those people who want to read books but can't? You know how important it is to read books, yet you are not able to develop this habit. Or maybe you start a book, you're excited, but then 2 weeks later you don't remember anything about your book. Has this happened to you? If yes, then this video is going to be very useful for you. Author and cartoonist Dr. Seuss says, "The more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you'll go." But what if I told you there's a way to unlock the magic of books? Absorb knowledge like a sponge, and remember everything in a fraction of the time? All this is possible because today we're cracking the code of efficient reading. Stephen King says, "Books are a uniquely portable magic, and that's the magic we're about to explore." In this video, we'll explore powerful strategies used by successful people to maximize information retention and minimize reading time. Whether you're a seasoned reader, trying to level up your game, or just starting out, these actionable tips will help you to become an effective reader. Today, we will talk about the book, How to Read a Book, written by Mortimer J. Adler and Charles Van Doren. From this video, you will learn about methods of effective book reading. We are often told why we should read books, but we are never told how to read books to understand the main points of the books. From this video, you can easily understand how to read a book. To become a master in book reading, we will talk about the 9 most crucial book reading methods. So let's start again. Art of reading. We all read many types of books, some of which are easy, and some are difficult to understand. Due to this, even after reading some books, its meaning needs to be adequately understood. We do not need to know everything about something to understand it, because many points are often as challenging to understand as they appear effortless. If we start reading a book, so it is not necessary that every thing written in the book is important, but what is important can differ from how we read a book. For this, first of all, you must understand the meaning of reading. Reading is a communication between the writer and the reader, meaning the writer conveys his message to the reader through the book. The writer has a special message behind his book. The reader can increase his knowledge by understanding this. Reading is a challenging activity. There are many different tasks in the reading process, each of which must be done to read well. If you follow the entire process of reading, then you can read the book well. To understand any book well, read it with this mindset. The writer has a better understanding of the topic given in it than the reader. Therefore, the information the author provides is read to learn about the topic. There are 2 types of learning: instruction versus discovery. By understanding this, you can easily read the book. Learning in an instructional way means reading the book with the mindset of what is good for you. Learning in a discovery way means knowing what is the topic mentioned in the book, why it is there, and what its relation is with other facts. Meaning that to learn something from a book, there should be some knowledge about the main concept of this book. Only then can you understand the message of the writer mentioned in it very well. Therefore, before reading any book in depth, know its essential points. After getting the necessary information about the book, proceed to read it. Remember, here, the writer is your teacher, teaching you something through his topic. But to learn, you have to understand the book yourself. And you have to solve the doubts or questions that arise while reading. Therefore, read the book in a focused manner and try your best to find the answers to the questions of that topic on your own. With this, you can increase your understanding and understand the book's subject better. So the lesson is that before reading the book, collecting necessary information about it is the first step of reading a book. Reading level. Our reading level is decided by what knowledge we want to take from a book, or with what intention we want to read the book. Whatever your intention may be to entertain, gain information, or increase understanding, determines your reading level. The author has described 4 levels of reading for compelling reading. The first level is early reading. At this level, you have to focus on identifying different words written on the main page. When you read a book, see what the sentence says. Only when you start understanding the sentence's meaning then proceed further in the book. Second level, observational reading. This means setting a target to get the maximum benefit from a book within a specific time. Through this level, you can find out what is the book about, and with what structure are things explained in the book. Third level, analytical reading. This level is for understanding the book, through which the book should be read deeply and completely. Fourth level, synchronous reading. This level is the most complex and organized among the 4 levels. This is a comparative reading, in which several books can be read on a given topic. Through this level, the reader can discover new patterns and things about that topic, which is impossible to do by reading any individual book. In this way, you can use these 4 levels for compelling reading. These levels will help you understand the book better. Let us know these levels in detail one by one. Level 1, first level of reading, early reading. As we learned earlier in the early reading level, the focus is on understanding the words written on the page. To understand which, you can follow these steps. First of all, see yourself like a nursery class child and arouse curiosity within yourself to know about the topic of the book. After this, understand the essential words related to that topic that are usually used and repeated in that book. When we go to school, this step is for first class. In the first class, we are taught to understand words. The third stage continues till the end of the 4th class in school, in which we develop our vocabulary and learn to use references. You also need to do the same to understand any new book. Level 2, observational reading. To get basic information about any book, you must understand the book's title page, preface, table of contents, and index very well. With this, you will know clearly which topic will be discussed. Apart from this, select some essential chapters and read some paragraphs of that chapter. In particular, pay attention to the ending parts of the chapters. Be sure to read the last 2 to 3 pages, because in the last pages the author gives summary and highlight of those ideas that he considered most important. To read a book effectively, it is essential to understand its surface level. With this, you can easily set your expectations and decide whether you want to spend money to buy that book or not. Therefore, when you read a book, read the last 2 to 3 pages of some crucial chapters. This will help you get more information in less time, and it will be easier to decide how practical that book can be for you. Level 3, analytical reading. To analyze any book, read it in these ways. First, you should know what kind of book you are reading, and learn as much as you can about the book before you start reading. The following method is select essential parts of the book and understand their meaning by relating them to each other. The third rule of analytical reading: find out what the writer's problem was, and to solve which problem he wrote this book. Every writer starts their book with some questions, usually at the beginning or the beginning of the chapters. You have to look at these questions initially, and then try to find the answers while reading the book. The next rule is that at the time of reading, most of the readers just want to know the method given by the author, but to understand the true meaning of those things, you should also know why the author's words should be accepted. Understand the logic behind what they say, and see if the problem mentioned in it is related to your problem. If yes, then only adopt that method. It happens many times when the reader disagrees with what the writer says. In such a situation, even if you are right in your point and do not logically agree with the writer, still respect the writer's intentions and efforts. Because while writing the book, the writer used all the skills and information available to him then. He tries to give his best. Therefore, instead of criticizing the writer, you should focus on the good things about him for you. If you still want to criticize a writer for his lousy content, then keep these essential things in mind before charging. 1. As long as you know your framework and do not understand the explanation of the book after reading it completely, till then don't start criticism. 2. First, pay attention to those things which can be helpful for you. After that, keep these things in mind. To criticize the things that you don't like. 1. Remember that you give good reasons for any important decision in which your knowledge is hidden. 2. Show yourself which point the author needs to be made aware of. 3. Explain clearly what wrong information the author has given and what should have been the correct information in its place. In this way, you can positively express your views, and you can develop your understanding more. Level 4, synchronous reading. Synchronous reading means connecting with a topic by reading multiple books. Synchronous reading goes beyond personally analyzing a book with your mindset. This method allows readers to take a look at your ideas by comparing the mindsets of myself and many other authors. Motivates you to form your opinion. According to the author, synchronous reading is the highest level of reading, reading multiple books on the same topic, and it involves understanding the relation between them. Its goal is not only to understand each individual book, rather, the similarities found in different resources of that topic by analyzing differences and patterns. A broad understanding also has to be created. Importance of synchronous reading. 1. Broad understanding. Different views given to synchronous reading readers in different books. Knowing facts and evidence. allows to gain a better understanding of a specific topic. 2. Critical thinking. Critical or deep thinking increases by connecting to many resources. This allows us, without being attached to any one point of view. Same topic with freedom. Knowing different things. Told about that. Questioning the truth of different facts. Get a chance to compare and analyze. 3. Forming personal opinions about the same topic. By taking information about religion from different texts, you can also form your opinion about that. Synchronous reading enables you to participate actively in debates and discussions. 4. Discovering patterns and trends. Reading multiple books on the same topic will help you identify patterns, trending issues and trends in that field. This thing further increases our knowledge about that topic. Use these methods for compelling synchronous reading. 1. Create a syntopical reading list. Start by choosing a set of books that cover different aspects of the chosen topics. Remember that the resources chosen should include different perspectives and ideas about that topic. 2. Read each book analytically. Before engaging in syntopical reading, deeply analyze each book using the concepts described in the chapters and index. Understand their structure. Identify key concepts, and understand the author's central message. 3. Identify relevant passages. While reading every book, identify and mark the passages relevant to the chosen topic. These include vital arguments, definitions, and examples that contribute to the overall understanding of that topic. 4. Create a common vocabulary or set of words that are used in selected books. This method helps to build relationships between different chapters and gives good clarity while comparing ideas. 5. Create a matrix or outline to organize and compare each book's main ideas, facts, and evidence. This helps in synthesizing visual information and recognizing patterns. 6. Understand differences and similarities. Analyze why authors may have different viewpoints or tell things from different perspectives. This will help you to understand that topic broadly. 7. Based on the insights gained from synchronous reading, formulate your own conclusion or perspective about the topic. Consider the strengths and weaknesses of the different facts in all the books, and create a well-informed viewpoint. How to become an effective reader. To master the art of reading, ask yourself some questions as you read any book, and think about the answers to these questions. 1. What is this book all about? And find the important topic of the book. 2. What and how is being said in the book? And find its essential ideas and logic. 3. Is what is written in the book accurate? Think about the answers to these questions, and then make notes about the book. Making notes is an essential part of reading a book. Use these methods to make notes. 1. Underline the essential things. 2. To note essential things, write them down in keywords in your own words. There are 3 ways to make notes. 1. Structural notes. Make notes about the structure of the book. These notes are helpful in the beginning, to know in which pattern the book is explained, and how you will read that book for a better understanding. 2. Making ideological notes about the writer's ideas/topics. In this, write down the book's 3 to 4 main points in the notes. Keep them close to you during the entire book reading, so that the related content written in the book can be understood well. 3. Comparative notes, in which the ideas of other writers are compared with the book being read. After reading the entire book, it is better to make it and do more research about that topic. You can understand the book better by making notes in this way, according to your needs. Therefore, whenever you read a book, make notes of that book. Internal and external methods of reading. To help simplify it, the author has told about 2 ways of reading. First, external reading. In superficial reading, references, experiences, and feedback from others about that book are used. For this, instead of reading the book directly, use these methods to understand its overview. 1. Look at the index of the book. 2. See the index and essential topics of other books related to this topic. 3. And look at the comments and reviews of that book online. View our book summary. It is part of external reading, so don't forget to subscribe this channel. The second is to read internally. Reading internally means reading every book sentence. First of all, read the book externally and see whether it can be helpful for you, and which of its topics are essential for you, and can solve your problems. If it is applicable, then only read those topics in detail. Develop your brain through reading in this way. If you are reading to become better, you cannot read just any entertainment book or article. Instead, you will have to start reading those books that are beyond your understanding. Only those books. It can increase the understanding capacity of the brain for which you have to work very hard to study. Because unless you give a challenge to your brain will not try its best. And without effort, the brain cannot develop. Therefore, read something challenging for you. And put some stress on your mind. The brain can do whatever you want it to do. Therefore, to increase the ability of your brain, challenge it. Thank you, friends. This was the book summary of how to read a book. This video taught us about the method of effective book reading and how to read effectively. By using these, you can master the art of reading and develop your mind well. So, if you want to become a good reader, start using the levels suggested by the author from today. And if you want us to release the summary of any particular book on our channel, so please let us know by commenting. See you soon with more great videos. Thank you so much.